Looking for a website announcing my birth from my recently deceased dad. I am not the oop. Oop is you, Pastel Mia. Looking for a website announcing my birth from my recently deceased dad. Originally posted to RRBI. Original post November 4th, 2022. Hello. I'm sorry that this may be a bit out there, but I was told to post here after getting removed from Lost Media. My dad had sadly passed away this year. There wasn't many items that my dad personally got me, being old and rough when he had us. But there was a story I remembered that my dad made a basic website code on April 14, 1999, announcing me into the world. I think it would have said, if I remember right, "Hello World." Madeline. Middle name? Last name? Maybe a file format? Is released. I know this is super vague and seems pretty small and unimportant. But it would mean a lot to me to find it, as it is the only thing I can ever think of him making for me. Please let me know if there is any leads for me to go to. I would bet, however, it is permanently removed from the internet, as this posting would be nearly 23. Now, I will talk to my mom later today to see if she remembers anything more about this website. Relevant comments. Spooky Scoust. If I remember right, they offered URLs and actually hosting the site on their servers for a monthly fee. Another thing is, maybe the Wayback Machine might have archived something if you try putting your name in there. See if your dad just set the URL to your full name or the family surname. Wish I could help you out more, my man, but I was 1 year old when you were born, and I'm just going off those commercials that'd play all the time on TV in the early Web 2.0 days. Oop replied, "Your suggestions are a lot of help even if I don't find anything. Thank you so much for your leads. Have an amazing weekend." Electronic Growth 92. Good advice and good luck on your search. Oop replied, "Thank you. I feel super blessed by the DMS support and advice I've been given. Ollie GW. If he continued to pay for the hosting and the company is still around, then it might be still up. If he was a well-organized person, you may find login details for his host in his files. That's all I can really suggest if you don't know the domain. If it was on GeoCities or something else like it, though, it's probably gone now unless archived." Oop replied, "Yeah, we have searched his email. But sadly we found out he was too into internet privacy and deleted all emails and internet history. That was older at the week. At least I have gone through the internet archives and any way I could search through Google, said it is most likely gone. Thank you for the suggestion." Update 7 months later, June 1st, 2023. Hello all. I am updating months later. But I found it. The majority of my dad's announcement was hidden way back in my mom's email. I called up my younger sister the other day over some exciting news and our discussions starting wandering. She then remembered as a teen my dad had discovered the remnants of his announcement and sent it to my mom. My mom, the hoarder she is. Love you. Still had it in the depths of her inbox. I can't express how lucky I am. I will frame this text for years to come. Spelling errors and all. Please see the announcement below, as he once had yelled to the world. Please ignore my formatting issues. Well, it finally arrived. After being on back order for the last 9 months. It is a little smaller than expected. With length to 17 inches. With a width and height of approximately 5 inches. And topping the scales at 6 pounds. That sure makes it portable. Even delivery person noted that the compact size made it very easy to carry. Current configuration. Bilateral symmetrical design. 2 audio pickups. 1 audio output. Checking packaging for missing parts. 2 video cameras. Configured in a binocular design. Primitive robot attachments. Main memory is expandable to at least 16 times current capacity. Offline storage expands to hold many years worth of backups. Power source fully rechargeable. OS fully customizable. And currently free auto-learn wizard. Non-problems. Current live OS crashes after hour of use. And cannot be restarted for at least 2 hours. Just prior to a full restart, a loud whine is audible from the single output and goes away with a recharge. Currently there is no way to reload the OS or prior save, let alone install a different one. Offline storage starts to fade immediately after save and have a maximum shelf life of 25 years. The reason I got this unit is my wife. She been wanting to get her hands back onto real development, especially a self-learning system. If you want to log in any test the new machine, please enter www.censored.com. Jack B. Relevant comments. Dude McSexy. Even though it's many months, I'm sorry for your loss. Your dad certainly had a great sense of humor, and I'd be willing to bet he's a great guy. I'm so glad you found this and very touched you shared it. Thanks for the smile. This is a repost sub IAM, not the oop. That is such a sweet and nerdy birth announcement. I love it. One audio output. Checking packaging for missing parts. Current live OS crashes after hour of use and cannot be restarted for at least 2 hours. Just prior to a full restart, a loud whine is audible from the single output and goes away with a recharge. These ones are so good. This whole thing is so sweet and dorky. I'm glad she was able to find it. See. Utterly adorable and one of the best birth announcements I've ever seen. Aw, that is such a sweet way from him to announce OOP's birth. It must have been such a special moment for Oop to have finally found it. That was a man that was dearly loved, and clearly loved his family. Well, now I know how I'm announcing if I ever get pregnant. That is adorable and I'm so glad Op found it. I couldn't figure out why a simple birth announcement was so coveted by Oop. Maybe just cause their dad had his name on it. Dunno. But then I read it. OMG. I can completely understand why this is so special. And how absolutely amazing and loved they must feel due to it. It's really special. And I hope it brings Oop much comfort over restless nights. Why are the cutest updates always tinged with sadness? Glad she found it at least. That's an absolutely adorable birth announcement. I feel a little conflicted here. The actual birth announcement is adorkable and I'm glad she was able to find it. But I'm not sure how I feel about so many Redditors missing some context clues in her original post. And going on and on about how kind and wonderful and loving a man her father must have been. Hello. I'm sorry that this may be a bit out there, but I was told to post here after getting removed from Lost Media. My dad had sadly passed away this year. There wasn't many items that my dad personally got me being old and rough when he had us. But there was a story I remembered that my dad made a basic website code on April 14, 1999 announcing me into the world. I think it would have said, if I remember right, "Hello World." Madeline. Middle name? Last name? Maybe a file format? Is released. I know this is super vague and seems pretty small and unimportant. But it would mean a lot to me to find it, as it is the only thing I can ever think of him making for me. I get the vibe that her dad was kind of distant and not very affectionate. So I'm not sure all the "you dad sounds amazing" comments are being received the way they were intended. Well, now I'm crying on a work Zoom call. This is so sweet. My dad taught computer science. He would have loved this. I love this birth announcement. What a fantastic memory of Dad. This is one of the nerdiest. Amazing. beautiful things I have ever seen. Seriously teared up. I am so happy that OOP has this to see every time she needs to feel her dad's love. This announcement is sweet, but I can't help but feel for OOP's wife and OOP for how uninvolved OOP's dad was. For their birth announcement to be the only thing he got made for them is terribly sad. I imagine the mom has to do everything and it was taken for granted. And dad gets romanticized. Just wonderful. Jesus, so cute. That is wonderful. I'm so glad she found it. Bittersweet. Pleading face awe. Oh God. This is so adorable and wholesome. OOP's dad sounds like such a fun person with so much creativity and a great sense of humor. Man. Reading this made me smile broadly, so thanks smile. Now this is a properly wholesome update. A surprise. But a welcome one. Especially after reading the Bo Are You update about the woman who got pregnant by her abuser on the cusp of being free of him forever. Thank you.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.